This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Assalamu alaikum, Maida. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Anda sedang mendengar Kinabalu Podcast, podcast nomor 1 di Sabah, hosted by Ricardo, Kenny and Faizal. Podcast ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh orang Kota Maru tinggal Jepun.
Follow Johan's journey on his quest promoting Aomori Japan.
Subscribe, like and share YouTube channel Lagu Dari Langit di YouTube.
Promosi Airtime 2022 kini dibuka PM kami di seluruh platform social media kami.
Untuk tempahan promosi produk dan perkhidmatan anda atau apa jua yang anda ingin iklankan,
Email kami di kinabalupodcast@gmail.com hari ini juga guys.
Yep, sekarang apa? Sekarang mari kita ke Probio
Prebio and
sekarang kita ke on to the show. 3 lelaki 2 bapa 1 bujang. Podcast pertama paling literal kurang.
Sama nombor 1 yang lain boleh pulang. Info terkini tajuk best paling mana. Si Kado botak janggut lebat tiada lawan. Kenny ketawa boleh sampai pecah syawak. Si Faizal pula bagi punchline lipat awak.
Kami training, kami ranking, jom jadi kawan. Dari yang dekat mari sini jangan jauh. Boleh kasih up, kasih gempa baru jago.
Jokes kami cool, lawak masuk pool. Kadang kami carut sama macam 3 Abdul. Come on everybody, let's move to the beat. Crack the volume up, dengar podcast tidak stupid. Jangan jauh, mari kami bau. Ciao, bella ciao, ciao, bella ciao.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kita masih lagi bersama di season 6 episode yang ketiga ni. Saya Ricardo.
saya
Kau Priboyo. Kau what bio?
saya biologi. Saya Kenny.
Dan saya Faizal.
Kami dari Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah. Kita di third part atau final part talking about the very special episode bagi saya yang sangat mind-blowing kan kepala otak aku.
And I'm loving it.
I'm loving it too. Seriously man. Dia something yang orang selalu tidak mau belajar tau.
Ya.
Pasal
Bukan orang tidak belajar, tapi benda ni
susah kah?
perlukan komitmen yang 100%.
Ya.
Even mau dengar pun kan, kalau orang tidak berminat, I mean most people macam susah mau berminat. Padahal it's very important sebab dia berlaku di dalam dunia kau. I mean dalam badan kau.
Sebab tu apa benda pun yang kita buat, kita mesti ada rasa minat. Tiada minat, dipaksa macam mana kita tidak akan buat.
Betul.
Tidak akan faham.
Contohnya kalau mau kurus kan? Mau kurus mau belajar macam mana mau kurus. Tapi tidak buat.
Tapi cari shortcut.
Tapi cari suplemen juga untuk kurus kan?
Hold on,
kan banyak jual sekarang.
Talking about shortcut kan? Mari kita tanya Abang Osman, kita punya guest hari ini.
Mana
pasal
kan?
putung usus.
Oh,
what do they call that? Gastric appendix shortcut, whatever. Abang Osman ada sini, mari Abang Osman jawab soalan kita buat usus yang dipendekkan yang
potong usus. No.
Tak
usus.
orang potong usus kalau ada cancer in the colon.
Oh.
Then orang will cut the part yang ada cancerous cell.
So what is that yang orang tengah bising-bising macam one of my our friend lah.
Bypass.
What is that, the bypass yang orang makan sikit, orang punya tangki jadi kecil, so makan pun walau selera macam babi, tapi makan sikit je.
Selera macam babi.
Macam mana kata kan?
Well, I got friend. I mean big name juga in the industry actually.
Maybe kau tengah fikir mau bypass kau punya usus.
Tidak, because one of our listeners kita punya kawan Badi Mizan, dia cakap kan, sayanglah kalau kau ada niat macam kebuasan seperti babi mau makan, ataupun take it lain lah.
Kenapa babi?
Okay,
babi
buaya lah.
Makan kah?
Buaya lah.
Babi tidak salah, babi juga salah kan?
Okay, seladang lah.
Alright.
Okay, yang seladang mau makan rumput yang satu, 2 ekar punya rumput, tapi dia terpaksa makan 1 kaki punya lebar saja. Kesian kan? So sayang lah rasa tu.
Ya.
Go to you bang.
Aduh.
So what is that actually? The bypass apa benda tu?
Okay, what I understand, ada orang yang too fat, too obese.
I see.
Yang dah susah dia nak reduce dia weight.
Alright.
Buat exercise pun akan makan masa lama ataupun probably some other issues, I'm not too sure. But what I understood was what the doktor akan buat. Kita punya perut kan. Perut kita sebenarnya the size is about 1 genggam tangan kita ni. Right? That's kita yang stomach.
Oh betul, sekecil itu?
Perut
stomach.
kecil gitu je.
So kalau nasi semua yang 2 gantang makan tu bang, dia penuhkan dalam tu? Satu.
Tapi dia akan flow through the small intestine semua lah.
Oh, okay. Is it expandable?
It is expandable.
okay.
Basically a big muscle punya organ lah, muscle organ, right?
Oh, right.
So bila kita makan banyak sangat, kita punya perut ni orang cakap expand ataupun memberi kan. So dia jadi macam besar.
Okay.
So dia boleh kantung hold more kan.
Okay.
So what I understood, apa yang doktor buat, dia akan taruh a band, constrictkan this perut.
Okay.
Jadi the limit the amount of food yang boleh masuk at any one time. So that's why bila diorang makan sikit, aku dah kenyang. Dah senang, dah kenyang perut aku, dah tak boleh makan lagi. So those are one type lah. Sekarang any other macam advancement in diorang punya teknik, I don't know. I don't follow that.
So memang itu membuatkan seseorang itu akan kurus ke bang?
Okay, about kurus dengan gemuk, kita
Sensitive,
akan put on weight lah.
Okay.
Kalau kita makan lebih banyak daripada tenaga yang kita perlukan.
Okay, more than our calories.
More than the calories that we need on a daily basis.
For energy. Okay, right. How to calculate that bang?
Okay, macam mana nak calculate? Okay, generally macam lelaki, dia punya basal metabolic rate yang basal metabolic rate ni kirakan engkau you work macam biasa, engkau tak exercise, engkau tidak kerja angkat berat-berat, bukan buruh punya kerja lah, buruh kasarnya kerja bukan lah. That's a normalnya metabolic rate kan. So lelaki range antara 1,800 sampai dalam 2,000-2,200 kalori, depending on your body size. Okay.
I see.
So perempuan you minus about 200 lah, there about lah, plus minus
turun sikit
lah.
lah.
Macam mana kau nak macam mana kau nak kira kau punya makan. You know that kalau kau tak exercise, kau perlukan itu banyaknya kalori saja. So then kau check lah, kalau kau nak makan okay, Sabah makan apa yang sedap selalu common kau makan?
Lato.
Ada dan nasi lah.
Lato.
Lato.
Okay.
Lato okay, is... kau tengok. Kau cuba cari lato ni berapa kalori.
Okay.
Lepas tu kau punya kopi
betul.
ataupun teh pagi hari.
Roti banjir.
Manis dia berapa manis. Roti banjir. Kau cuba check tempat mana-mana punya calculator ataupun Ministry of Health ke apa, mungkin ada dia punya list kan.
Okay.
Kau check
betul.
berapa kalori.
I see.
Jadi from there kau measure lah. Okay, kau makan satu hari dah berapa kalori. Oh, ni aku dah tambah ni dah 2,600 kalori. So you are excessive by at least 600.
Melebihi sudah.
So kalau kau melebihi banyak gitu kan, dalam 1 minggu, 2 minggu, 3 minggu, you put on 2-3 kilos. Yeah.
So kira macam today kan di sekolah saya makan 3 piring
Kau babi okay.
3 piring wet butter chicken.
Oh gila.
Kau
for example
3 pun aku tidak heran.
Sialnya.
Tidak heran.
Burger pun kau makan 3. Kasih example burger lah.
Nah.
Oh, this is reality.
This is real shit.
What the fuck?
So tadi saya makan 3 piring. Lepas tu tadi Foodpanda lagi. Nasi ayam 2.
Ini berapa ribu, 11,000 sudah kalori
So
ni
I
kan?
think kira
Minta puji sana tu.
Minta puji kau kan?
Jadi tidak perlu kau ting-ting lagi lah, kau akan gemuk selamanya. Itu jawapannya.
Wow. Dia hit you rock bottom.
Aduh, hari ni je lah.
So Ken, kau punya soalan apa?
Kiranya saya punya,
Kau bukan eksesif lagi.
mine is more kan.
Yeah.
I think more than what I required today by double. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, triple.
So if I do this for the whole week, I definitely will go.
Die. You will die.
Bukan lagi naik kilo, mati terus.
Mati dalam kekenyangan.
Let's
Bahagia.
I heard one of this the other day. Okay, let's go talking bercakap dengan abang Osman. Satu roti prata was like macam 200 kalori lebih kurang macam tu kan. And then kau berjalan dalam 1,000 ataupun satu jam berjalan. 1 jam berjalan. Kau actually baru satu prata. Actually kau sudah.
Oh itu. Okay.
Yeah, you heard about that one?
Yeah, the
Meaning to say, kau kau sudah 1 jam berjalan, kau hilang 200 kilo, tapi kau makan satu saja prata, kau sudah cover tu, maybe more kalau kau double the prata. Kan?
So triple the prata. Goodbye.
So kalau saya pusing pekan Kota Merudu, kira satu piring butter chicken.
No.
Oh,
Half pun tidak sampai.
Tapi you must
okay.
remember, that your basal metabolic rate, you tak buat apa-apa, you need that energy.
Yeah.
So kalau macam you makan 2 prata, katakan 2 prata 300 kalori lah, for example. So even kalau you tak exercise, tapi you makan 2 prata in the morning, and then theoretical 2 prata in the morning, 2 prata lunchtime, 2 prata dinner, then you have
Okay.
3, 6, 900 kalori kan.
Okay, betul.
Itu pun tak cukup untuk you punya daily needs.
Oh, so that
Faham
means saya akan lose weight lah, like that.
Ya, tetapi okay, this one we talking specifically calorie saja.
Okay.
Sabar,
Tapi
Kat,
kalau
sabar.
prata
Dengar.
tu banyak all the
Excessive
fats
minyak,
yang tak bagus,
okay.
minyak semua tu, then you will get other kinds of complications.
Okay.
So kita speaking
makan
kita
roti
speaking
canai
specifically
kosong.
calorie
Canai
saja.
telur, sardin lah,
Kan? Roti terbang, roti jantan.
Roti bom.
Betul.
roti kahwin.
Roti COVID.
Macam-macam.
Roti COVID.
Masya-Allah.
So you were saying tadi 3 kali 900 tu tak cukup kalori. How much yang cukup sebenarnya? You're saying bang, macam mana nak kira how many cukup kalori?
You need, kalau lelaki you need basal
2,000.
metabolic 1,800
okay.
1,800 to 2,000 lah.
Okay, alright.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we need that. Take note, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Kalau tidak, that's where kitanya badan akan buat kita cari makan, kita lapar. Because there is a system yang dia akan fire tempat kitanya brain. We need more calorie. You need more food.
Arahan.
Kita arahan tu. Then dalam badan kita specific hormon akan dikeluarkan lebih lagi untuk give that instruction.
Yes. Dan emotion kita pun terganggu lah.
Emotion, dan kita nak
Lepas tu jerawat pun boleh keluar. Because stress, berpeluh cari makanan
So,
tiada.
hilang confident. Baju semua tidak muat.
Terus depression. It can lead to there. Yeah. Anyway, hold the horses dulu guys. Let's rewind back sikit bang. So tell us your breakthrough in the business lah. When you really orang bilang you made it lah. What is the product?
Okay, in business kalau let's say kita nak cakap we made it ke tidak, it's kind of difficult to judge.
Okay.
Because business, bila kita buat business ni, dia macam air pasang surut. Right?
Okay.
So
Ada up, ada
there
down,
will be ada up, ada down. And then the up is maybe a different peak. Maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago, my up wasn't so high as now dia punya up, right? So then you wouldn't know that maybe you all nampak I macam tengah at the pinnacle of my success.
Oh
Maybe,
yeah, that's what
orang nampak macam itu.
that's what I saw.
That's what
I'm
I
seeing.
saw.
Yeah.
See.
So what? Yeah. What I can say is that I do not know whether how long this pinnacle can last,
Okay.
or will I go down tomorrow, right? We do not know.
Okay.
Or will I continue to climb to the next pinnacle? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so the best is we keep on trying and trying and trying. So dalam kita punya product, back to your question.
Yes,
kan,
breakthrough
bila kita
product.
punya The first cycle of, if let's say I can use this word loosely lah, the success cycle lah.
Okay.
The Skin Pro tablet was the one that bring us up.
Oh.
And that was our first product juga. That's
Okay.
for supplement business lah, not the pharmaceutical punya business lah kan.
Focus on skin, was it?
Focus on skin.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
So last
beauty
year
lah
punya
kan.
brand lah. Yeah. And then that time kita pun dah ada buka kedai-kedai, ada 3 cawangan kedai.
Wow.
And that was before the financial crisis of 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Right? So during that crisis, a lot of people get hurt lah. A lot of businesses bankrupt. A lot of banyak teruk lah.
Inflations and all, yeah.
Inflation and all that. So we suffer greatly juga lah, you know. So that's macam to me is like that's the one cycle. Right?
Okay.
So there's a success and then there's a going down. And then bila you go down, really roller coaster down, it was very bad. It was very stressful. And then as an entrepreneur, kita kena bangun balik lah. Kita tak boleh give up lah. Right?
Betul.
Number one is really tak boleh give up.
Okay.
My advice is kalau siapa-siapa yang senang give up, don't try entrepreneurship.
Wow.
Because it's very tough.
Very
Dia
cutthroat.
satu jalan yang really very tough. Right? And you cannot give up easily lah. You must really want to succeed. You must really want to do it. Baru it's easy for you to do it, right? So bila you buat macam ini, it is always a cycle. Then after 2010-11, then I decided to. Dulu my company name was Organic Health Private Limited, and then bila things are down right, then you really buat a lot of reflection and you study balik, look at your numbers, and then every single day nak tidur malam pun susah. You really look into your business balik. Data is very important. So I'm a data person. I always look at data balik.
Okay.
Right? Dan bila tengok data balik and then
Numbers
study,
person.
Numbers yeah, is very important. And then tengok mana ada kesilapan yang kita buat and all that, you know. There's no time to peluk tubuh and then cakap, what is happening to my life, you know. As an entrepreneur, you tak boleh fikir macam itu, you know. It's like an entrepreneur, you solve problem every day.
Wow.
So solving problem is in your blood. And every day there mesti ada problem. Problem kecil, problem sedang, problem besar, you know. So you're so used to solving problem sampai it becomes automatic whenever there is issue. How you react to the issue dah kira macam dah standard because you dah biasa. You have your own macam blueprint lah, ataupun your own steps yang you dah develop sampai dia akan autopilot sendiri. You know?
Second nature. Yeah. So that's why looking through and then checking what is happening, because it was really bad. For 3 straight years kita rugi 6 digit punya figures rugi every year for 3 straight years. Wow,
in the rate banyak. Really a lot. So then my savings pun daripada 6 digit also turun sampai 3,000 saja, you know.
Oh my goodness.
And when you are in that kind of state, very tough state, your mind lagi hidup. That is the thing that I like about stress. You know. So with stress, kita akan kerja and then think on our toes. And itu akan buat kita lagi tajamkan minda kita. And we see things with different vision, with different perspective. And all this experience yang mengajar kita, yang buat kita lebih a better person lah. Because I've gone through that. I know how it feels. And the lessons yang aku dah belajar kan, dah mengajar aku macam mana nak tackle this kind of issues, that kind of issues. Jadi you punya knowledge lagi bertambah.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's why you tak boleh give up.
Oh man.
You mesti continue, go on. Yeah. And then I decided, okay, realign the business. So I changed to My Lifestyle Private Limited.
Wow.
Right.
So that was during the inflation, the struggle, the economic
that was
struggle.
in 2011. Yeah, just after that. Yeah. So kita mengambil masa dalam masa berapa 4 tahun ke 5 tahun untuk really survive balik. It was really a hard time, right?
I see.
So it was easy to give up. I can just close shop and then okay lah, say sorry to myself and then
do something else.
Yeah. But I just cannot lah. I just no, this is my baby, so I got to find ways how to continue.
True.
To save it.
To save it. So see, the true business lesson you will learn is not in school. The true business lesson you will learn bila you tengah buat business and then you are down, all the hardship. So all those hardship are the true business lesson yang you really dapat ilmu tu where sekolah and anyone else tak dapat, tak boleh ajar dengan you. So those are the path lah, you know.
Wow.
So meaning to say, memang tiada yang tidak memberi struggle bahkan dalam whatever we're doing, especially dalam business lah, entrepreneurship lah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Wow, this turned into a huge motivational talk. I'm so pumped up right now, man.
Betul. Wow.
I got one thing to share lah, you know.
Share bang.
You not succeed, right? If you want to succeed, right?
Yep.
You must want it hard enough for you to succeed. You nak succeed, you tak boleh aku tengok dia ni macam best, aku nak juga, angan-angan je. Tapi what is required for you to work like 16, 17, 18 hours a day every day for so many years, you tak berani lakukan tu, it's very difficult for you to succeed. You know. Wow. And the next thing is, apa saja yang datang kepada kita dengan mudah akan tinggalkan kita dengan mudah.
Wow.
That is for sure.
Wow. You know.
Wow, okay.
So kalau kita nak build kita punya success, kita nak build kita punya wealth, kita nak build kita punya stability, kita mesti build dia punya foundation dengan kuat. There's no shortcut. So sometimes we see nowadays orang nampak other people in success macam dia ni dah sukses, dia ni sukses. Dia ni baru keluar sekolah terus he's doing very well and all this thing. Alhamdulillah. You know, we see that. And then my advice is don't forget to build your foundation dengan kuatkan foundation tu. Ibarat kalau kita buat rumah kan, kalau rumah tu foundation dia tak bagus, and then kalau ada earthquake ke apa,
roboh.
hancur.
Yeah.
Hancur.
So start from the
never
root.
forget.
Yeah.
Always start from the root.
Start from the root. And never give up. That is the point I have to say.
Never give up.
Never give up, especially whatever your core lah you're doing lah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And go back to your core. Always go back to your core.
Yes. Jangan to other people's core. To the moon jual NFT.
Jangan hantar barang.
Jual barang tak apa.
Jual barang ya.
Jual barang tidak apa-apa. Okay. We are still doing our clubhouse bercerita dengan Abang Osman di season 6 episode 3 ni bersama dengan Abang Osman daripada My Luster Singapore. Yep. Anyone down there want to talk to Abang Osman? No problem, just raise your hand. Let's talk.
Silakan.
Yes, kita bercanggah dengan another group actually yang
yang lagi besar.
Lagi besar di sebelah sana. Well, never mind. Apa sharing yang ada ni sangat-sangat berguna dan aku rasa sangat berinformasi dan sangat mind blowing lah balik kan.
Very mind blowing.
Ya, bah.
Sangat.
So bang, let's talk about your product bang. How many product yang abang ada sekarang? My Luster ada ni bang.
Yeah, the lineup.
The lineup. Okay, kita ada 3 main brands lah. Number one is Extend. Korang dah tahu kan
Yes.
Extend is still under one product. So that is for the men punya ni. And then we have kita punya Bodyguard series.
Okay.
Bodyguard series adalah kita punya health category, health science. So itu kita ada kita punya Bodyguard Prebio M, Prebio T, Prebio Shots.
Yes, shots.
So
Okay.
3 format of the Prebio punya products lah. Right. And then kita ada kita punya Bodyguard Noble Cactus. Kita ada kita punya Bodyguard Beta Glucan.
Okay.
Right. And kita ada kitanya number one selling Bodyguard Jus Berkah.
Jus Berkah.
Yeah.
So bang, all are consume punya ataupun yang ada yang I mean lotion or
sapu.
gel or
that is under kita punya Luster punya brand. So Luster is skincare lah, penjagaan kulit lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So itu kita ada consumption, that is kita punya Luster Skin Pro tablet, Luster Women's Plus, Luster Collagen, and then kita pun ada kita punya topical, that means kita cleanser, kita punya toner, kan? And then kita pun ada kita punya Luster VCO Plus Cinnamon Shower Foam.
Okay.
Itu untuk mandi lah, foam untuk gosok-gosok badan mandi, and it's good for eczema punya skin juga and dry skin.
Okay. We heard about apa orang bilang testimony and all juga. Memang very good, you know. Yeah. Wow.
Alhamdulillah.
Talking about your product bang, Extend for Men ni apa yang di-extendkan? Well, I know it's about energy. Tenaga for men lah. Tapi was it the fast selling? I have to say lah, banyak orang jual minyak belacak lah bang ataupun minyak yang memanjangkan.
Itu lain kind of extension.
Well, I wanna ask you, betul ke benda-benda tu yang memang selalu laris? Adakah Extend for Men laris?
Extend for Men yes memang laris, tapi kita tak jual dia sebagai a sexual product because it is not a sexual product.
It's so because extend dia cakap.
Yeah.
Okay, so, just pulling your jack.
Dia lebih kepada memberikan kekuatan as a whole, tenaga. Dan includes tenaga batin jugalah, because sebab dia ada influence on the free testosterone level.
I see.
Okay.
Kan? So dia membuat lelaki, so specifically lelaki. Actually perempuan pun boleh makan Extend.
Oh, okay.
Because lagi satu trivia, you all tahu tak? Perempuan yang hormon is estrogen kan?
Yes.
Yeah. Estrogen comes from testosterone. Kalau tak ada testosterone, tak dapat estrogen, because Testosteron ni lah kirakan dia punya base dan badan di dalam wanita lah. Okay. Kita lelaki pun ada estrogen tapi dia punya level tak tinggi, very small.
Okay.
Perempuan mesti ada testosteron sebab estrogen tu dia diperbuat daripada testosteronnya base.
Okay.
So that's why extend ni ada effect juga dia punya free testosterone. Itu yang affect kita punya tenaga as a whole, and then ciri-ciri kelakian, that means muscular muscle mass, right?
Okay.
And of course bila kita cakap pasal testosteron, nafsu juga ada dia punya effect. So it's generally as a whole.
Kalau laki bini makan extend for men, nafsu pun I mean I have to say yeah. You know, because it generate the testosterone and all.
Baguslah.
Baguslah kan. It's good lah for suami isteri. Yang tak bagus tu yang tak suami isteri lagi kan.
I trust.
So I kind of interested of you.
Siapa yang bujang?
Kenny.
Sabar Kenny, sabar.
Sabar. Ken. Yang penting,
Jadi bang, saya ada satu soalan bonus ni. So if a guy have too much apa tadi? Estrogen
testosterone.
Estrogen.
Estrogen, okay.
Apa jadi ya? Adakah dia jadi lembut?
Ada kemungkinannya, yes. Right.
Okay.
And it's more complex than that lah.
Alright.
So, but generally dalam lelaki dengan perempuan ada testosteron, ada estrogen. Right. So, especially kalau kita macam lelaki makin tua, right? Testosteronnya level makin turun, and then ciri-ciri kelakian kita pun makin turun. Like like you guys are young. You guys are what? Early 30s?
Oh no. Me and Faizal 40s lah. Coming to 40s.
40s.
Faizal orang bilang hujung 30s lah. Coming to I'm 40 this year. Kenny
40, saya 38 tahun ni. Kenny
25.
25.
Iyalah kau.
So kurangnya
32.
kurangnya level of testosterone is still higher overall than me lah. Because it goes down with age. So theoretically kurangnya badan semua lagi berk daripada aku.
Kenny paling berk
So
ni
your
sebenarnya. Kenny.
Your muscle will be stronger than mine.
Dan nafsu pun maksud saya nafsu makan Ken. Pun kuat lah.
Betul. So all this
Okay.
ini semua diinfluence oleh kita punya sex hormone lah, which is the testosterone and the estrogen lah.
Okay.
See, so which is why we
Let's talk.
extend.
I would like to talk about yang orang keep on talking pre-bio shots bang. You made it shots yang macam orang cakap macam energy gel lah macam tu. Buka and then just shot it like something like that bang. Tell us more about that one bang.
Okay, itu basically a new format yang kita buat daripada the so-called older products yang kita jual, that is the pre-bio M dengan pre-bio T lah. So these are prebiotics sebab dia kandungan dia 100% gum arabic. Gum arabic ni dia punya kebaikan dia is tremendous. Bukan saja untuk badan kita, tapi gum arabic digunakan dalam banyak benda-benda yang kita pakai tiap-tiap hari. Like for example your pen, you tulis pen kan, dia punya ink kan. Okay, the ink dia add gum arabic juga. Jadi the ink boleh melekat kepada paper tu.
I see.
Okay.
So gum arabic punya usage is a lot, and all, not say all lah, kebanyakan processed food. Kadang-kadang kita beli yang energy bar lah, apalah ni kan. Diorang gunakan gum arabic juga. Ada juga dia gunakan gua gum kan. So gum arabic ni is basically food additive.
I see.
So adakah dia daripada Arab?
Dia mainly in the African continent.
Okay. Middle East lah,
dia
probably.
Not far.
Not Middle East, not Middle East, in the African continent.
African lah.
African.
Yeah.
Tapi
So
Arabic.
dia banyak daripada Sudan.
Okay. Alright.
Sudan, and then the Senegal, negara Senegal kan.
Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. Kira aku tahulah kontinen itu kan Aisyah.
Trivago. Sorry.
Trinidad dengan Tobago is not in Africa.
Kira aku salah kontinen lah.
If I'm not mistaken, nanti korang check Google lah. If I'm not mistaken, Trinidad Tobago
It's
is
near Jamaica, is it?
somewhere like that.
Somewhere there.
Yeah, man.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yaman.
Yeah, man. Wow, raga man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, tell us bang, prebio shots bang.
So prebio shots ni kita gamma rabic. Gamma rabic ada banyak clinical papers sekarang yang dia dah ada. And dia ada clinical papers yang prove that gamma rabic ada kidney protective effect. Right.
Okay.
So siapa yang ada macam kidney failure, masalah kidney, it's really advisable to take gamma rabic at least 40 to 60 grams a day punya dosage in separate dose lah.
Oh,
These are all clinical papers yang dah ada.
I see.
And some of the latest clinical papers yang published early last year 2021. Orang yang ada lupus kan, orang yang ada apa? Autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease yang rheumatoid arthritis and all that.
Okay.
So diorang ada inflammation. Gamma arabic was able to reduce diorang the inflammation.
Wah, I think I also got macam mild arthritis lah. I mean joint di lutut kan Zal. Macam kita macam Faizal is cyclist. Dia pun cycle juga. So dia rasa
nice.
Faizal pun kena macam lama kan Zal sebab orang macam lutut sakit ke something.
Lutut, pinggang.
Nah. So it's good gamma arabic bang.
Lutut sakit, pinggang sakit, it could be muscular in nature lah.
Okay.
So we address that first. Arthritis ni dia lain sedikit lah.
Okay. Dia macam joint, betul bang? Joint macam jari.
Jari-jari.
Okay. Faham.
These are autoimmune disease. So dia can be quite bad lah. Right?
Oh man.
So other than that, gamma arabic ni memang ada dia punya kesan-kesan yang baik because like I say, the gut health is very important kan. Gutnya.
See, it's all connected.
It is definitely connected.
Okay.
So kitanya gut is basically macam kita punya health house.
Yes, okay.
The bacteria, the good bacteria affects directly kitanya health. And we are talking about very chronic illnesses and all that tau. Okay. So gamma arabic ni dia mengandungi the 20 essential amino acids yang badan kita perlukan.
Oh, I see.
So dia namakan essential amino acids sebab badan kita tak boleh buat sendiri. So kita mesti ambil daripada makanan kita.
We need it lah. Very need it lah.
Yeah, we really need it. So bila kita makan prebio shots ni gamma arabic, right? Kitanya badan disupplykan dengan these amino acids lah.
I see.
So really that's why kita advise at least 2 times a day. Kalau nak bagus 3 to 4 times a day because up to a maximum of 60 gram a day, that is the good dose untuk kitanya badan stay healthy insyaAllah.
Alright. Now we're coming to the end of the third part ataupun the episode. We would like to ask you bang questions. Berapa banyak duit dalam akaun anda? When I know that my Luster belum sampai Sabah kan bang? Okay, when are you planning to have it in Sabah? Because we really hope we can try juga kan. I mean, and then spread to our friends yang ada masalah, you know, ataupun mau supplements. We would really love when listen to product talk from Okay Let's Go. We kind of like macam bila boleh order ni ada.
Saya mau lah di sini. Saya mau beli.
A lot actually yang tanya lah, you know, in to get especially our Malay product lah, orang Malay local product lah yang doing this instead of daripada Perancis or daripada China or whatever supplements kan. So are you planning to extend bukan extend for men extend your expand and extend your business here in Sabah bang?
Your empire.
Yeah.
Ya insyaAllah COVID dah slow us down for 2 years.
Betul.
In fact 2019 sebelum COVID di macam the first COVID cases datang kepada negara kita kan.
Okay.
Already launched 2 products already tempat Malaysia. That is mainly tempat
Semenanjung lah. Peninsula.
Semenanjung lah. So we were just starting the ball to roll.
Okay.
And then that was in January 2019. And then March terus kena shut down kan. I was in KL.
Okay.
So bila ada announce lockdown, Singapore announce lockdown kan. No, Malaysia announce lockdown. Then I kelang kabut bring my family back the next day. You know?
Sempat balik lah bang.
Sempat lah.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So insyaAllah this year I'm just waiting for this VTL to open.
Okay, alright.
I think keadaan COVID ni dah makin kurang sedikit, right?
Okay.
Then I'm going back to kita punya KL office and I'm going to start the ball rolling. So I have a lot of work in 2022 in Malaysia, insyaAllah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay,
So
insyaAllah.
from there, then we see lah. Harapkan end of this year ataupun early next year ke apa, kalau kita boleh sampai Sabah. But it all depends on keadaan macam mana. Really tak menentu kan.
This virus lah.
Yeah, this virus and all that. Yeah.
True lah. This betul-betul effect lah. We really hope. By the way, whenever you got time to somehow some detail lah, buka kabang apa datang Sabah and all, you need to.
InsyaAllah.
Whatever it is, you can always contact us juga, and what we can help, we try to help lah. No problem.
Yeah.
InsyaAllah.
We do have
So
network.
one of these days,
Yes.
one of these days maybe this year lah. Maybe I just singgah Sabah and tengok macam mana.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yes.
Singgah dah nak contact you all lah.
Contact. We bring you to ikan ini Mirul mungkin tahu ni. Ikan bakar sinsuran.
Wah.
Yes.
Ikan
Asal Filipin.
pari bakar.
Okay.
The Philippine market situ
Yes, Philippine market belakang dia tu ada ikan bakar. So sana boleh kita makan ikan bakar, udang bakar, whatever it is lah.
Alamak.
If you bring your bicycle, boleh ride dengan Faizal. And
Oh yeah.
why not? Sabah punya scenery is different than Singapore. I have to tell you.
I suka Sabah. I really suka Sabah. You know. Went there and then went whitewater rafting.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So,
What thing? Okay.
That you have to come to my district.
Yes.
Both.
Both.
Nice.
Alright, bang. We are coming to our end. I would like personally to say thank you very much for doing this podcast with us, bang.
The pleasure is mine.
Yes. Actually, banyak sebenarnya mau cerita lagi because of I think the information yang dari segi medical ataupun dari segi yang you know this stuff pharmaceutical and all ni kan macam kurang lah bagi aku lah, aku tak tahu yang lain mungkin kadang ikut kepada minat juga, but I think need more exposure especially daripada younger generation lah up until now. Sekarang sudah rusak kita punya gut, macam mana lagi mau buat kan?
Pakai singkat lah.
Hah? So
Makan yogurt tiap hari.
makan yogurt.
Yeah,
Yogurt
that's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Makan probiotics rich food lah.
Okay. Whatever yang probiotic punya rich lah.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, bang. I have to say,
Thank you for having me.
kami sangat humble and honored sebenarnya. It's I know you are easygoing person, very orang bilang don't mind to share and stuff. Tapi somehow I still idolize you in whatever you do, what you venturing to and your business and all. Thank you very much, bang. Faizal, you want to say anything, Zal?
Saya mengucapkan semoga Abang
Osman, ya?
dapat masuk
ke Sabah
dengan produknya sekali lah,
betul.
Yeah. Dan terima kasih sebab terima jemputan daripada kami.
Ya. Faizal bingung-bingung ni malam. Aku pun bingung sebab buat pandai je.
Apapun apa yang ilmu yang Abang Osman share dengan kami itu, walaupun kami tidak dapat faham 100%, tapi ya tetap berguna untuk kami je lah. Dan mungkin pendengar-pendengar kami dalam Spotify nanti mungkin dong akan lebih banyak informasi dapat
betul,
dalam
betul.
berkaitan dengan suplemen ni lah.
Betul, dan motivate kita juga dari segi business and entrepreneurship lah. Can?
From me, Abang Osman, I really like your motivation talk just now. I do have my own family business juga, but we are dealing in heavy vehicles, lorry and stuff lah.
Wow.
So we do have some hardship lah during that 2 years. So it really motivates me to help my family and all that lah. And with this podcast business as well lah, as a co-host.
I wish you well.
Thank you so much. And I like that you give us all the medical information, all the pharmaceutical information in layman terms. That is really helpful, and I appreciate it. And I really, really appreciate it that you are coming into our podcast. Thank you so much, Abang Osman.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you for inviting me. I like to share things, and thank you for sudi lah nak berbual dengan I lah.
Hey,
I'm not a celebrity, please. I'm not a celebrity.
no, yes, you are
I just
now.
like to share. I just like to share knowledge which is good lah. That
It's true.
get my mind going lah, insyaAllah.
Bang, can we have a short stinger from you, bang? Hi, saya Abang Osman. I'm Osman from my last Singapore. You are listening to Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah. Can you do that
InsyaAllah.
Bang?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Osman daripada Singapura, and you are listening to Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah.
Yeah. Ada VO. Thank you very much juga to all our listeners. Amirul tadi ada come in. Thank you very much Amirul. You stay dari awal sampai.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you man. Nanti
you,
kita
Amirul.
back channel and we talk lagi more about VO, about this thing, Minister of Health. Dia kerja di Minister of Health ni.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amirul, nanti bawa Abang Osman buat VO.
Nanti bagi satu video I buat free for you.
Yeah. Abang Osman ni got all the talents yang
Yeah.
I don't know what to say lah.
He's a genius.
Dia buat
Renaissance man.
dia buat produk punya fotografi tau.
Yeah, aku dah
kasih
nampak.
hilang bayang ni bayang kasih hilang ini. Wow man.
Hebat sia.
Very good man. Thank you very much bang. Thank you very much. Itu saja daripada kami. Saya Ricardo.
Saya Kenny.
Dan saya Faizal.
Kami dari Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah. Ciao Tin. Ciao.
Ciao, Bella. Ciao.
Hi, I'm Anne Athena Osman, and you're listening to Kinabalu Podcast, the number one podcast in Sabah.
Check your systems are offline. Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.